This demo session is recorded to explain the concept of integrating behavior-driven testing approach with Cypress and Cucumber. The following topics will be discussed in this session. Traditional development test approach. What is behavior-driven testing, SB? What is Gherkin language? Smoke testing and its importance. Smoke testing in e-commerce domain. Cypress Cucumber integration. Folder structure project. Overview. Cypress automation scripts execution and Microsoft reports. We will talk about traditional development test approach. So a traditional development process would go as follows. Relevant stakeholders tell product owners their business needs. Product owners write requirements based on those business needs. Developers translate those requirements into code. Testers independently translate those requirements into test cases. But the problem of no shared understanding and not communicating together causes misunderstanding the requirements and builds something different than expectations. Therefore, the result is a finished product that doesn't match the stakeholders' business needs. A solution to this problem is BDAT, which promotes collaboration between all team members, product owners, developers, testers, and stakeholders.
Now, let's understand what is behavior-driven testing, BDDT. The BDD, Behavior Driver Development, is basically software development process that actually originated from TDD, test-driven development. Test scenarios are built according to user steps and not according to software functionality. Enables clear communication with business stakeholders when create and update the tests. Tests written in plain English language and explained as behavior of application. Each test scenario is written such way that the user can relate and understand those testes with application. This is one of the major benefits of BD, that even a business person or stakeholders of the project can also understand how automation is going through the steps and can understand the execution process. Writing use cases in human-readable and understandable format is written in Gherkin language, supported by Cucumber. What is Gherkin language? So Gherkin is a business-readable language, which describes business behavior without detailed implementation. This is domain-specific language that defines tests in Cucumber format for software specifications, uses plain language to describe use cases, and allows users to remove logic details from behavior tests. Their script serves two primary purposes. First one is documents user scenario, and second one, writing an automated test. An example, e-commerce domain web application login feature, where we explain the positive scenario of verify login feature with valid email and password. Or we can say verify user can log in with valid credentials. So in Gherkin language, we will divide scenario in conditions of given as the user will be on login. Page and user says I open e-commerce login page and verify title when I enter valid email and password. The user says when I click on login button, then I should be landed on logged in dashboard. So the user is using software as per human behavior. We understood about behavior-driven development and testing. As we all know about smoke testing checklist with QA team to verify critical functionalities of a business domain. So let's discuss what is smoke testing, its importance, a software testing type to verify that the critical functionalities of software are working fine. The objective is not to perform exhaustive testing, performed before any detailed functional or regression tests are executed. Following our smoke test importance, detect show-stopping bugs much earlier, as smoke test uncover and fix as many as 80 of the bugs discover simply by executing a smoke testing suite. Second one is smoke test improves the effectiveness of the K team as it saves K effort and time by discovering issues via executing smoke test instead of larger test suite. Third one, it fasters troubleshooting of new and regression bugs, as instead of waiting until the results of larger test suite, development team can get to work much earlier on troubleshooting and performing root cause analysis, and cultivate a happier, high productivity K team, as K teams have higher job satisfaction when confidence about successfully pass through the smoke test suite. Let's talk about smoke testing in the e-commerce domain, where the main business needs and critical functional scenarios are listed. We can find these all scenarios in every e-commerce web application. The login feature can have many scenarios, like users can log in with valid credentials provided. Registration process for a new user with valid inputs. For homepage smoke scenarios can be performed and executed by test, like homepage loads without any critical errors, broken links or missing images on the homepage, as well as product listings display correctly. Product images and descriptions are displayed correctly. View product details directly, click or search for the product and then view details. Also, shopping cart add product to cart and it is shown in the cart, search functionality and logout, etc. As a result, we can convert the scenarios in the smoke testing checklist into Gherkin language, and to integrate with real-time automation scripts, we will install Cypress and Cucumber. As per the integration policy of Cypress and Cucumber, we can achieve the goal of performing a smoke test on the e-commerce domain web application in a way where all the stakeholders can be bridged and removal of communication gap. Let's talk about the tool Cypress and Cucumber, as Cypress is a comprehensive tool for automating guide testing of web applications. Cypress uses JavaScript to write test cases, as the tool is built on Node. The tool can test anything that can be run in a browser without using WebDriver. Cypress provides speedy and reliable execution. Also, the Cypress is an open source tool available for all users. On the other side, Cucumber is a testing tool that supports behavior-driven development. It runs automated tests written in BDD format and offers a way to write tests that anybody can understand, regardless of their technical knowledge. Let's have an overview of a user-friendly environment designed with the integration of Cypress and Cucumber for the implementation of BDDT for smoke tests in the e-commerce domain. Folder structure and framework overview after installation of Cypress, Cucumber, and all required packages. All features are kept in the Features folder for all the smoke test scenarios. The other one is the Features folder, where all of the e-commerce web application features are defined in the Gherkin language supported by Cucumber. We provided an example above for the login feature. For example, add to cart feature, new user registration, and login feature human-readable English syntax. Then all the test files where all the test scripts are available are kept in the Step Definitions folder. Stepwise automation scripts for execution are integrated with the features defined in feature files. For example, we are viewing registration, login, and add to cart test files where you can see all the conditions given, when, and then are written, and the scenario segments are kept in double quotes enclosed in parenthesis. This test file will identify the defined feature flow in the features file and will execute automation scripts as defined in the feature file conditions. Let's explore the page objects containing linked methods for various functionalities, such as registration and login in the e-commerce web application. In these page objects files, essential web element locators are systematically stored. Corresponding methods have been created to perform actions on these web elements, such as entering text into input fields, selecting checkboxes, clicking radio buttons, and submitting forms. From the perspective of e-commerce web application features, the methods and feature files exhibit uniformity across different applications. However, it is crucial to note that the locators may require modification based on the specific e-commerce web application in use. This standardized approach streamlines the process of conducting smoke tests according to Gherkin syntax features. Generic methods have been established to simplify the automation script writing process. By altering only the web element locators, one can execute smoke iterations for any e-commerce web application, ensuring consistency across different implementations.
Let's start executing our automation scripts open command and have an overview of features files. npx cypress open command is used to open Cypress. Select E2 testing and then select browser. We can use any of the browsers from the following. I selected Chrome browser for our automation script execution. Let's see if the feature files shown here are the same as in our project. So all the features written and integrated with automation scripts are available and consistent. Let's go back for the execution. Chrome browser for our automation script execution. You can see all the feature files. Select the required one and start execution. As you can see, all the conditions are shown and scripts are written for the feature scenarios. Cypress's advantage is the execution and running on the browser same time, without using any third-party web drivers. The execution starts, the conditions are given, when, and then are shown and written scripts are executed. All three stakeholders, project managers or owners, developers, and QA team can read and understand what is getting executed. All the assertions and passing steps are visible and give execution visuals properly. We executed it for a positive scenario with valid inputs, so all conditions are passed. Automation scripts are executed successfully, and we got past results. Let's have a view of a failed scenario where the test scripts will execute for invalid inputs or invalid assertions. The scripts are executing and conditions are getting passed with valid inputs and assertions. Let's see what happens if an issue appears in the invalid assertion. We faced the issue, and very easy to look at this, where it is present. E-commerce application logged in, but it didn't find the valid assertion and failed. Conditions made it easy to find error and failing scripts with the help of BID, and the execution is also understandable by all the mentioned Three Amigos PM, dev, and quick. Execute test scripts and generate Moshawasm reports. NPX Cypress Run Reporter Moshawasm is used to run Cypress automation features with Moshawasm reporter generation. Test running started and the first feature file is getting executed. Let's wait for a moment for all feature file execution. Now all the feature files are executed and all results are shown in the terminal with details of past and failed scenarios with several test cases executed in tabular form. This is a second way to execute automation script features files with run commands. The scripts will get executed in the back end and the generated results are stored in the results folder in DJSON format. As the scripts run, video files are generated for all the features execution as we integrated video files to be generated, and then we can see details of our execution. The video shows all the execution run in the backend on the Electron browser with failed conditions and gives a way to track our failed scenario's specific steps and not to overview the overall project scenario. As we can see, the error or issue faced in the video file is that then condition failed while executing our smoke suite test iteration. It shows specific steps easily, which is readable for any stakeholder holding technical knowledge or not. Let's see, we can track the problem in our written code for specific segments of code, which is easy to track and fix the problem and make smooth execution. In our code, we can change locators in specific conditions. Now let's merge all the generated report files in the results folder into a single file named output.json. Multiple report files have been generated with the name Moshawasm. JSON to merge all files, the command npx moshawasm merge Cypress results, JSON EO output. JSON is used. Executing this command will amalgamate all the generated reports into the output JSON file for comprehensive analysis. Now to convert the reports file into an HTML file, we are using the command npx marge tote eoth on project time trige projects for better insights and meaningful reports. We got a success message of reports saved in the terminal with the path shown where the file is located. We can view it in the project directory and can open the HTML file in any browser. We can see the details of all failed and past test cases. We executed 10 test features and the reports are shown for all. Any stakeholder can open the reports and can view the details of failure in specific steps. The project manager, owner, and business analyst can compare the results with the user acceptance testing checklist and can conclude the results for the smoke test iteration. Developers are also on the same page for the execution and understand all the steps condition-wise. This user-friendly environment for setting up feature files, understandable to every stakeholder via implementation of BDT concepts and test execution, can be changed for other e-commerce web applications only by changing web elements locators instead of creating a whole project. The test process is more collaborative and bridges the gap between the Three Amigos to understand the user behavioral testing approach. We can use special filters for past and failed test scenarios as well for efficient reports. Moshawasm is a custom reporter for use with the JavaScript testing framework Mocha. It runs on Node.js and works in conjunction with Moshawasm Report Generator and generates standalone HTSS reports to visualize results. Moshawasm generates simple, clean, and modern design reports that support test and suite nesting with review test code inline and stack trace for failed tests. Thank you for the time to watch this session. I request you to submit survey questions via a selection of appropriate options and submit them from your official or personal emails.